Hello everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Channel Update. I know it's been a while. The last channel update was in May. That means I missed June, and I missed July, and it's August, and yeah, okay, so what happened is I essentially I started working. I was doing. I've been doing a lot of things. I've been pretty busy, and so the channel has kind of been set on a couple of things. I did start playing The Witcher, and then I stopped. And the reason that I stopped is I literally didn't have time. And then I started doing a little bit of other projects and wondering whether or not I'd be doing that. But I've sort of been consumed by work. Now that's not just the only reason. The other reason is I've been doing a lot of like separate little projects. So I think it was like around June I actually started building like a Raspberry Pi smart box for my television. And I started sort of gathering a bunch of other little gadgets for that. And then I moved on actually to upgrading my computer, which is something that I actually just finalized. Today is actually the day that I'm actually recording with my new rig, and it's been great. I upgraded to a much more reliable elements, brand spanking new processor, motherboard, all the whistles and bells. But it was a little bit more complicated because I had to sort of like migrate all my stuff, and I have like just endless amounts of programs which are both for what I actually do for a living, which is essentially making videos, and what I do for a hobby, which is making videos. So it's been a busy couple of months, but I'm pretty happy. For those of you who are wondering, the work is going great. I'm able to do what I want to do, and there's really not much to say. I mean, it's been a fairly sort of like quiet couple of months as well, in the sense that I've just been working. So I've been working, and I've been working on little private projects, but nothing like extraordinary or out of this world. Haven't really had a chance to socialize much during the summer, because believe it or not, a lot of my friends actually weren't around. They left. Some left for some trips abroad, and others moved away permanently, and and it happens. It happens. It's just one of those times where you realize that it's okay to not be doing much anyways. I mean, we can't always be up and about and exploring. Like last year, which was a lot more stressful for me, but I actually went with a couple of friends, and we went up into northern Quebec, Canada, and that was, wow, that was an adventure in of itself. But yeah, so let's talk channel and what's coming up. Well, we're going to continue with the Game of Thrones episodes. I'm kind of curious. I already have it, and I'm definitely going to play it to the end. I might start doing a lot longer episodes just so that we can actually get more of the game in one go, as opposed to having the shorter episodes. But I don't know yet. We'll have to see. The other thing is, I don't actually think we'll be going back to The Witcher. At least not immediately. I actually want to sit down and play the game, because I know it's a good game. I know it's pretty great. I enjoyed playing it, but you know what? I actually want to play it. I don't want to play it on the channel right now. It's sort of like what happened with with Skyrim. I really didn't get into actually recording Skyrim up until the point where I had already played like a significant part of it, was like pretty familiar, and I wanted to look at mods and do something different. So I don't want to just do a playthrough of The Witcher, so I'll have to sit on it. I'll play it a bit, I'll think about it, and if at the end of all of that I still want to record The Witcher, then we'll do something. What else is finishing? I did a series of videos from Crusader Kings, which is a very different game, I realize, and some people who've actually watched this channel for different type of content might be sort of surprised that I decided to go with that. But I do like, those are really the types of games that I kind of play the most. I play a lot of like strategy games, a lot of city building games, hence what you're currently looking at, and I'll talk about that as well. I don't know if I will be doing another Crusader Kings episode. I might do it with in multiplayer. I'm still not sure. It's a very complicated game, and sometimes I admit, yes, it can get boring. It can get boring if you're not playing with other people or maybe talking with other people and plotting and scheming. But it's a great game. It's a really great game if you're into really heavy, what would I call it? Like heavy plotting and strategy. It's a great game. If you love Game of Thrones and you want to have a similar experience, play that game. You'll love it. I also recently stumbled on the game that you are currently looking at, which is called Kingdoms and Castles. Or is it Castles and Kingdoms? No, it's Kingdoms and Castles. And it's a very simple kind of medieval city builder mixed in with kind of like a tower defense aspect. But for whatever reason, it's really nice. I really like it. I'll probably come out and make a series on it, mostly because I already have a lot of this footage that you're actually looking at, and I think it's properly narrated. So be on the lookout for that. We'll definitely put that up. As for what's coming up, I don't know. I've yet to look at what is currently out there and what I would like to play. My rig is up to the task, so we shouldn't have any limits on that front. But, you know, what else can I say? I hope you've actually enjoyed this channel update. I promise I'll do another one in September, and I'll get back into it. So until then, everybody, take it easy and enjoy.